Hey, what's up, everybody? So I'm here with Romeo, and I generally talk about market, what we're expecting, what's happening in the 10-year interest rate. But I wanted to bring Romeo, who's a lifetime member, very smart in the market. When he started trading, his account got crushed down to like $84, and he took $84 within 5 weeks and turned it above 20,000. He withdrew some money, and now he keeps crushing the market. So thank you all for watching us. And let's talk about what's going on in the market real quick, Romeo. Let me just update everybody because I know a lot's happened pre-market. The market was taking a dump. It was down like 130 points, and then the Dow was down 350 points like that within like 10 minutes. And then the numbers came out at 8:30. The what was it? The year over year. What were they talking about? Do you know? It was
Actually, you know what?
earnings.
Yeah, it wasn't a jobless today.
Yeah, it was earnings and other numbers that are relative to the market, and they came on in line and positive economic data for the market. So what you saw real quick, if you look at the 10-year, and again, the 10-year and the US dollar gauge the market. So as the 10-year and US dollar go up, it makes it more expensive to invest in the market. So the 10-year, we'll just go real quick so I can hop in with Romeo, was like 185. It dropped to like 183 or 182, like 2 or 3 basis points. Crazy. The US dollar, which was at 95.75 a week ago, no, 94.75 a week ago, passed $97 this morning. So that's like 3% increase in like a week. Now, again, it did give back all, it was 97.40 and now it's 97 like 20 something or even in the teens. So it makes the market more up for grabs today. So I've got Romeo here and we're going to do our little counters. We were just talking about, and just to give everybody an insight, we were talking about NEO. And we have another lifetime member, Joel. And Joel said when NEO was $31 that NEO was going to 25. And Romeo and I jumped on him and we're like, dude, 25. And I was like, maybe like 27. And Romeo was like, yeah, 27 sounds good. Then NEO went under 25. I said to Joel, dude, you nailed it. And now I told Romeo, I thought it's like 22. And he's like, no, I think it's 20. So I asked him, how low could this go? And that's what we started talking about. So we just figured we'd talk about some things, try and tell you guys what positions we're looking at today, and then what we do as far as when we're looking to enter, and then how we trade that position. Okay. So Romeo, you want to kick it off?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Joel was right on the dot. I got to give it to him. It was right on the dot.
Yes,
We have another one that says it could hit 21, and it hit 21. It depends on the market, right? So the worse it gets, so we could see NEO probably even retracing 15 to 17, which we don't want that to happen because then everything's going to go down.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So the other thing we were talking about. So Romy and I were talking about the SPY. Okay. Now the SPY right now is at $430, and I said because of the numbers that came out today, I could definitely see a green market, even though we're bright red. Remember, I'm a contrarian, and Romeo, who's more of a bear, right? What do you think the SPY is going to do today, Romeo?
So, I mean, I play both sides, right? But I really feel that at some point today, we might see it retracing pre-market lows, which was I think 426.18. I do see us, probably going towards that and then probably bounce off. But lately, if you look at SPY, it's been trading between 440. Once it hits 440, 441, 442, it drops right down to 430, 429, 428. That's all we've been seeing. And then, it'll probably close between 431 and 434. So until SPY does not close above 440, I'm not bullish on SPY whatsoever. So I got to see them close, today. If it does not close today above 440, I'm still going to be a bear on SPY. Okay. I just don't see, anything else that can make it go up. You look at Apple. Apple had a 5%, after earnings, right? They were up 5%. And I said yesterday that, hey, watch Apple's going to drop right back down to yesterday's high. And that's where we're at right now. It's right back to yesterday's high, right? So
perfect. So let me come up with a strategy for a stock right now, okay? Here's a theory on how to play Apple today. So we saw Apple was up 5%. Now, understand Apple numbers, in my opinion, looked amazing. Apple's one of the richest stocks in the market. So when I say it controls the market for today, so here's what I'm saying, right? Apple numbers come out, right? They're up 5%. Now it's what, up maybe 3.25 or something like that. Always make
almost 3%.
Yeah, let me just get to Apple here. Okay, yeah, 2.94%. So we saw it up 5%, 2.94%. So I know, or I tell myself, if the market is strong, which again, there's no reason for the market to be strong, but if the market ends up being strong today, Apple will go up not 3%, not 5% like it was pre-market. It will go up 10%. Okay. So I tell myself that if I see strength in the SPY, now the SPY is right now, what is it down? Pre-market. It is where is the SPY?
We're at 431 right now.
Okay, it's flat. It's down 0.07%, so not even a tenth of a percent pre-market. UVXY is 0.54 down. Okay, so here's the point. If the SPY just hasn't made a decision, 430 is kind of the bottom that I see right now. Okay, so here's what I see happening at market open. SPY is going to drop to 429. People are going to, or sorry, 430. People are going to start to sell for. Then you see 429, 428. As soon as it crosses 428, I believe we're going to see a spike almost instantaneously right above 431, 432. Then it'll give back a point because remember, nothing goes straight up or down. So you've got to draw it out. So here, if I was going to draw it out, I mean, I kind of did this for a stock already. What we see sometimes when stocks rebound is outflow, outflow, outflow. You'll see an inflow day. You'll be like, all right, it's going to rebound. And then what happens is it throws up on itself the next 2 days and it's at a lower point. And then all of a sudden it does the rebound you thought it was and it's at even a higher point. So my point about the market is, here's what I'm going to see today. And I wish I hadn't drawn so much. All right, market opens. Boom, shoots down here, quick reversion. Okay, nothing goes straight up. So you'll see it trickle down again until it's bought again. And these are what you'll call steps. All right. So if the market is strong today, and again, no reason. So here's let's talk about another stock. You know, rather than me going into that, what stock are you looking at today?
So I'm actually looking at a different ETF. I'm looking at TQQQ.
Okay, so let's just tell everybody what that is, because simple.
Yeah, so,
tech, right? Tech goes up. Tech is strong. NASDAQ is TQQQ, except on steroids. It's like leveraged 3 times.
Yeah, it's basically QQQ on steroids, right? So that's what I look at. I've played that position the last 3 days 4 times. I've been in and out all 4 times. I don't carry it over. I mean, I carry it over the next morning, and I'm out on the first or second spike, because that's where I'm making my money right now. So that's what I'm looking at right now. When I was looking at TQQ earlier, it's about $52. Which is a drop off, which I don't like. But if Apple is strong, like Matt was saying, that should carry TQQ up because that is part of the tech that has the largest holding in TQQ right now is Apple. So I am expecting Apple to carry me over here. Let's
pull up a chart. Let me see if I can pull up Tesla, because Tesla also controls the market. Tech, NASDAQ 100. So let me pull up a 5-day on Tesla. Let me see if I can actually share this with everybody. Share screen. Let's see, because it would be great if we can analyze, because if you're thinking TQQQ and I'm thinking Apple, then yeah, wouldn't Tesla follow right along? So let's talk about some specific ranges that we can see Tesla. I pulled up the 5-day chart here. So we can see, like, what was Tesla? It was like 970 something, 980, right under $1,000. People were getting itchy to buy. They said, oh, well, I would buy it 920. I'd buy it this or whatever. Then we got, it went up all the way from that. It went to 860. Then we went right back up to like 980. And yesterday and the day before, right? Tesla was at 970 on the 26th. And what are we today? The 27th, right? Let's see. Oh, we're the 28th today. Okay, yeah, right. So today's trading hasn't happened yet. So we went from 980, and now Tesla's sitting where? Right around 800, I think.
It's at 819. It's at 819 pre-market right now.
Okay, 819. Here we go. Pre-market down 1.7%. So let's give both explanations on Tesla. Let's go in first. Let's say history repeats itself and the market's ugly. Okay. Let's say where we are right now, we go back down to worse levels. The dollar spikes, the 10-year spikes, tech throws up on itself. Let's just give that scenario that tech goes from, let's say it's flat now, to down 200 points. And you're wrong about the TQQQ, by the way, if that happens.
if that
So what
happens.
would happen to Tesla if the market tech goes down 240? Now, if tech's down 240, the Dow will be down probably 280. So Dow down 280, tech down 240. Where's Tesla?
Tesla will probably be around 740, 750.
You think that low?
Yeah.
I was gonna say because 200 points, I was gonna say like 770. But so if the market's ugly, how low do you think Tesla can go before it gets support?
So the biggest support right now, we're at 648, 84. That's like our lowest range.
Let's pull up the 1 year. Let me just pull up the 1 year, get it more on the screen so maybe we could see. So 648 would be.
That was basically in August, right? So that was
Okay. So here we are, August 9th. Yeah, we're anywhere from 680 to about 710. Now, again, it's amazing. You can see Tesla. I mean, nothing goes straight down or up. I guess Tesla actually went straight up a few times. But I mean, this is pretty substantial. It matches this sell-off. It matches this sell-off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, after Tesla has huge sell-offs, it tends to bounce a little here. Not much of a bounce here. Not much of a bounce here. So the point is, if Tesla was bouncing, like had a nice bounce, I would say, okay, maybe expect a nice bounce today. But not only when it does bounce, it's just so small. So even if like Tesla was trying to rebound today, maybe it gains like 20 points, if that. So history probably repeats itself. I might have just changed my thought on the market today. I mean, could they really sell off Tesla again? Every time they have a huge selling day in Tesla, they seem to buy it the next day. And again, I'm bullish on the market.
Well, you got to understand today too. There's a lot of margin calls right now on SPY between 429 and 430. So that's going to be a very crucial, day for because there's a lot of margin calls. That's where the most margin calls are today. So we have they're going to make sure that SPY stays above 430. That's the ultimate goal for these margin calls, because then they're going to lose money, right? So I don't personally it has to be disastrous. We already have such a bad week that I don't see SPY basically going below 426 today. I would be shocked if it goes below 426. There has to be some sort of buying. I do think that, even with Tesla, I think 800 will probably be the cutoff. That's just me being a contrarian. I don't think we should be below 800 today. If Tesla falls below 800, the market will throw up on itself.
Yeah. So let's go to some predictions today on the SPY, because we were talking about the SPY and the SPY. Let me just pull it up here. Not for everybody else. Let's look at the 10-year real quick, see what's going on. Okay, so the dollar actually. So what happened at 8:30 when the economic data came out is the dollar went down, okay, to like 97.15, okay? Then what happens is it bounces right back up, because anytime something gets sold off real quick, there's a bounce, or anything spikes, they sell it off real quick. But the good news is, and you saw this in the market the other day, when we were waiting for the Fed to speak, what happened? We got that fake spike, sell off, fake spike, sell off, fake spike, third time, and then the market tanked on itself. So I'm just looking at the dollar right now, and anybody could pull up the US dollar, but it went down, had a little spike, went down. So that chart's telling me the dollar will stay down today. Now, if the dollar stays down today, and then I pull up, let's look at the 10-year, it did the exact same thing as the dollar, except the inverse, because we want the 10-year to go down, which makes the market, better investment tool. So that happened. I also heard someone talking about the Fed and how they might be reducing their balance sheet, which I mentioned yesterday on the YouTube, but they're not going to really do it till the second half of the year, which is basically good for the market, as it's supply and demand. So as the Fed is holding back their supply, the price should go up a little, or, demand on the market. So pushing the market a little higher. Now, again, I'm a contrarian. And if you ask me where we'd be next Friday compared to this Friday, I say we're down further in the market. But I believe the market will actually be green today. So it's like, yeah, Kansas City is going to win the football game against Cincinnati. But yeah, at some point, I believe Cincinnati will have the lead. Kind of just telling a story about the market. What are your thoughts? How do you see the market opening? So I drew out that chart and I was like, we see a little quick dip because everybody thinks the market's going to sell. So that's just psychology. Quick dip. and then spike within 20 minutes by 9:50.
So I'm looking at a little bit opposite from you.
Okay.
I think we're going
Spike
to
and then a
spike.
dip.
Yep, I think we're going to spike. Well, this is the way. It's not going to dip right away. What I'm looking at is it's going to spike. It's going to try to hit 435. If it passes 435, that's going to be the first major resistance. If it passes 435, I can see it hitting 437 towards 440, and then.
So you don't think we're going to dip right at open?
I don't, because like it's so predictable, right? Like,
isn't it though?
It's
I
so
mean, it's crazy. We all see the same thing. See, here's the thing. Here's what gets me, right? After, in 2020 hindsight, we all can say like, geez, Wednesday was so easy. The market sold off at 10 a.m. last Wednesday. Then Thursday, the market sold off at 2 p.m. Then Thursday it was like noon. Friday, it sold off at like 2 p.m., right? And then Monday was the complete opposite. So we went from the low in the market Monday to the high, or to the close, 1,000 points positive. Then Tuesday did the same thing. It was like the low to the high was like 800 points. And then we did the reverse, the last 2 days. We started high and we went lower, started high, went lower.
Right.
So here's the great thing, right? Because say we start high, what do you think we're going to do? And lower, because that's what's happening. Now, say we start, low, we'll probably end higher. So you have two ways to play the market. So everybody that's listening to us,
or three ways.
Oh, I'm sure like 20 ways are thousands.
But like
of
the
ways.
the other one, that just like you said, it'll drop, it'll spike, and then boop again, right? So we've seen that happen where it'll drop, it'll spike, it'll be a fake out.
Yeah.
Then that little fake out, it'll drop, and when it drops, if it drops, it's going to drop lower than when it opened, right? So it's going to be worse. It's going to have the worst drop off. If that
so let's talk about the strategies for investors, because I know we have a couple more minutes before they hit the market. So we could do this. Now okay, let me tell everybody, I am so much a better trader if I wait till 1 p.m. Say I'm busy in the morning and then I trade at 1 p.m. I am so good at seeing great entry points. But if you're trading in the morning, say you're like, okay, they told us SPY at 427 is call action, and SPY at 434 might be put action. You have to be extremely quick because the SPY is dangerous. So if you open up SPY contracts and you buy them for, like $1.20, boom, I bought them for $1.20. You've got to turn around and go, okay, if the SPY goes up 3 points, I should get $1.70. Let me set my sell at $1.70. Because if you're watching the market and you see it spike in your direction and you're like, my options are $1.70, I'm up 70% today. And then you go to sell it and the market does its reversal, all of a sudden your $1.70 options are now $1.54. And then you go edit, $1.54. And then it says, no, they're $1.44. You go edit, $1.44. You're getting angry at the screen because it was just $1.70 and you just lost 26%. And by the time you sell your $1 options that were in at $1, going to be out at $1.70, you're chasing it down. You get out at $1.28. So you killed all your profit. And then as soon as you sell at $1.28 because you were chasing it down, you're like, sell. Thank God it sold $1.28. I'm out. You look back and it's $1.45 again.
Right.
Right.
You traded with emotions at that time. Yeah.
Frustrating. So please, anybody that has whatever strategy you have, understand if you're in a day trade, put your exit strategy there. Now, I mentioned to Romeo, I said, hey, dude, now, so Romeo, is just so patient. I said to him, hey, how are you doing these days? What kind of trading are you doing? And he went with the following. Please tell everybody.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's hard to day trade at times. So what I like to do is if I'm doing SPY, I'm going to do the inverse of SPY, or another one, SPXU or SPXL or UPRO. The reason being is that you're getting more time and the contracts are cheaper. Right now, SPY is expensive compared to what it was a couple months ago, right? So what I do is if I know that I want to get into that play, I'll put a lower bid. I'll look at the lowest bid that came out. I'll put it $10 or $15 lower. If it hits perfect right after that, I have my exit strategy. I'm going to get this one out at 250 if I got it for 200. I don't care if it's 100% profit. Right now, profit is profit.
All right, we got 10 seconds. Trade of the day. My trade of the day is going to be Apple because I think if the markets are strong and the 10 years down, Apple's going to up 9% today. What's your trade of the day?
SPY for me.
SPY. There it is.
There it is. Good luck,
it.
guys.
All right, man. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Carlos.
It's time. Adios, amigos. Thank you for
All right,
watching.
enjoy your trading, everybody.
Adios, amigos. Thank you for
All right,
watching.
enjoy your trading, everybody. By the way, my Roadblocks video on point. Roadblocks is under $60. It might be buying opportunities soon. Later, guys.